Okay. Yeah, I want to do this video about Rich Piana. Specifically, starting with the Bigger by the Day series. And I guess I'll talk a little bit about after he got as big as he wanted to be, or as big as he could get, he switched to Better by the Day. So his plan in there was to gain a bunch of weight and then lose a bunch of weight, like the yo-yo diet. Um, yeah, I want to do these videos at least once a week. Practice at them. I write the notes out and everything. So it's the content is good, but I still work on my delivery and all that, getting smoother with the videos. Um, uh, yeah, he started with the Bigger by the Day series. I guess that's where he really took off, and it was like day one, day two, day three. He might skip a day, but it was like getting up into I think like the hundreds or something like that. I watched all of them, and then also his Better by the Day series. They were really inspirational. I was doing a lot of just like manual labor. This house was so messed up. It's a really big, large antique house, big 14-foot high ceilings that I had to do. I had to just work on it, and then I decided to be like kind of like kung fu training or something like that, karate training. Get strong everywhere, and the yard was all messed up too. So just doing that for a while and just keeping up with my stretching and just push-ups and pull-ups. But I was getting back into weightlifting, getting back into more conventional exercises. And I guess like a really big help and inspiration was these Rich Piana videos. Yeah, it was really. It was really motivating watching his videos. They were he was like on top of his game and working out every day, and yeah, just made me want to work out really consistently and go in there and kill it when I worked out. Which yeah, I'm always kind of into high intensity and stuff like that. I guess maybe I'm just kind of wired that way, and you normally get better results that way. But it's one of those things uh, where you have to know where to draw the line, when to hold them, when to fold them, and how intense you get. But yeah, with the Bigger by the Day series, it's I start off with the first one, and he's like introducing you to what he's gonna do and the series and everything, and it's like, okay, he's buckling down and getting real serious, and he's doing this program, and he looks not that great when he first starts doing it, but he starts to look pretty good, considering kind of the weird potential synthol use he might have used, which made him look kind of unusual. I'm not sure if he actually used it or not, but he's widely suspected, and it looks like he could have used synthol, but I guess it's debatable. Most people would say probably. The synthol is like the oil they inject in there, and I guess you can do a little bit, and you can't really tell, and it just makes the muscles bigger. But a lot of people get carried away with it, and it's really weird looking, and it doesn't even look like normal muscle anymore, and there's no definition. It's all blurred out. And once you inject it in there, it stays in there, and you can't get it out. It's stuck in. And it can like significantly weaken the area to where you can pull a muscle as well. So it's bad stuff, but I guess you could, it's like a gamble, you can maybe use it, and it can make your muscles look bigger and potentially look real. Yeah, and he was working out so hard and like practicing what he was preaching and everything, because he was giving you it was like taking you a lot of like day in the life and his workouts and everything with the Bigger by the Day. And he was, I remember he was working out so hard that he didn't shoot videos for a couple days, and he was like, I just had to sleep all weekend and rest and recover. Which brings me into the no days off, which was a big thing of his. And I saw an interview on Rick Drayson, where Rick Drayson was like, "Yeah, you're in the gym every day," and yeah, he didn't believe in taking days off. And he said if he did take a day off, it would be because he's like busy with work or he's got some stuff he's got to do and he just can't make it to the gym. So that would be like his day off. But it did seem kind of like it's kind of like how do you define a day off and what exactly do you consider a day off? Because he would go to the gym and just work forearms for an hour or just work calves for an hour or just biceps for an hour, which is, I mean, you can consider that like a day off. It's not like working legs or back or something so demanding like that. So he just went to the gym every day, and which gave me a good habit. I guess if he wasn't so concerned about getting huge, most people, you can do that and just do like cardio. Just go, do like some light cardio or go to the treadmill if you just, wanted to go to the gym every day. That may be better. But he was real concerned with size and everything like that. And bodybuilders, a lot of them need to do cardio, but with the weightlifting, it can be the muscle's so demanding that it can burn a lot of fat and be good. It's really demanding, calorically demanding, so that if you have a lot of muscle, just having it there demands a lot of calories, to where you need to eat a lot of food just to maintain what you have, so you can keep pretty lean and even eat kind of dirty and not do that much cardio. Whereas most people who don't weigh much or just trying to burn fat, you need to do cardio. It's better for your health too, but if you're trying to get really big, like bodybuilding, then you don't want to do too much cardio, and they do like really light cardio, like walking, no running or anything like that. They may get a little intense on the step mill, but not like a soccer player or fighter or anything or anything like that. Yeah, so he had the no days off, and it's what do you consider no days off? So I took that as inspiration to try to work out every day, and so it's like I kind of do that. It's rare that you have like a day where you like just lay around, just look at the computer all day, or maybe do some writing or something like that. You always at least go for a walk or do some yard work or something like that, or ride the bike. So it's kind of one of those things. What do you consider a day off? And yeah, he has a lot of good advice, but you still need to treat it with healthy skepticism. So there's some good stuff and there's some bad stuff. Some stuff where he may be being a little dishonest, so it's not good advice. And then there's stuff where he may think it's good advice, but it's probably not good advice. I guess one of the bad habits was like the nightly food run and Ben and Jerry's every night, which he can get away with because he was so big and muscular and he was trying to put on weight. So it worked for them, but someone looking after their health or general exercise, it's not good habits. You don't want to eat too close to bedtime. And a pint of ice cream before you go to bed isn't very good either. But he could get away with it because he was bulking so hard. And so a big thing is he died in 2017, which is a little bit after he did the Bigger by the Day, and then I think he was on the Better by the Day series where he was trying to get down to 240. I think he got up to like 330, something like that. And then he had to stop. He was like, okay, I'm stopped in doing this. I think he got went to the doctor and they said, you better stop or you're gonna die. I think that's probably what happened. But he died in 2017, even though he was trying to take the weight off. And I guess that could be like discouraging for a lot of people, but he was extremely popular. I guess he's still pretty popular. But the main problem was the steroid use and and excessive food and a lot of party drugs and stuff as well. I'm not sure what all he was doing, but remember he was doing like ecstasy on one video. So if he's doing that, he's probably messing around with alcohol and who knows what else. So that's not good. And then the steroids are really bad. And then just the excessive food. I think he was eating, like over 10 meals a day at times, which is really bad. And then he wasn't counting his post-workout shake. I mean, most people count the post-workout shake as a meal. And then he'd have one of those Lenny and Larry cookies. And he wouldn't count that. He said it's just a snack. So he was eating a lot of food. And he had all these catchy catchphrases as well, which that reminded me of. They'd turn the camera on. His girlfriend was shooting most of the videos, doing a lot of the camera work, and he'd be eating one of those cookies and go, "Uh-oh, busted." And it was kind of a funny catchphrase. And he had quite a few catchphrases. They do, kill it and whatever it takes, and 5%, and I'm sure there's more I can't think of off the top of my head. It's been a little while since I've seen these. And so also with the steroid use, he complained complained a lot about how his knees were messed up and his shoulders were messed up. But he still worked out, and he started doing legs again. Like he wasn't doing legs for a while because his knees were hurting so bad. But he started doing legs for the video and said he was just going to work through the pain. And the steroids really contribute to a lot of people's joint problems because the muscles, everything doesn't grow evenly. Like the muscles outpace the joints, tendons, and ligaments. Whereas if you were natural, and I think on your natural hormones, all that would grow together. But with steroid users, a lot of times their muscles outpace everything else, and a lot of them get really beat up joints. They get real beat up from all that. Whereas natural lifters, they just get better, stronger, and you keep your gains as well as a natural lifter. I was thinking about doing natural's better than steroids video too, but yeah, I guess I just wanted to say that you keep your gains because you're making the whole system better, and you're making your body produce hormones better. You're making your body better at producing hormones and more hormones, to where if you quit lifting, you can come back with the muscle memory, and you keep what you get, and the whole system is better at making you stronger. The whole system gets stronger as a whole. Whereas if you're on steroids, if you stop taking the drugs, then you're worse off than if you were natural. And it's like the debt collector comes in, or the repo man comes in and repossesses all your muscles. So that's one thing about the steroids, and Rich was pretty open about steroids. But yeah, I wanted to say the videos, it's like a lot of a day in the life, and he seems like a really fun, adventurous guy, and really funny and all that. Really funny and fun to hang around with, and it's like you're hanging around with him in the video, so it's it's really enjoyable. Makes you feel good and all that. So that's one thing, he's like a charismatic guy to be around, and it's like you're being around them when you're watching his videos. And then also, he seems like a pretty productive and successful, I guess how you can define success, but financially doing well, and seems to have what he was going after and all that. And so that's part of the thing. He just wants to show you what he did right and what he did wrong, and giving you tips and tricks, and financial advice and style advice, and all sorts of things that were pretty entertaining. Oh, and yeah, I think I talked about everything, but when he was getting really big, he was complaining about his it was getting like close to a double chin or something like that. Like his neck was getting bigger because he was eating so much. Yeah, can soak it in. But he grew a beard to kind of cover that up, and he looked a lot like the bad guy. And if you ever seen the Popeye cartoons, his name is Bluto. A lot of people think it's Pluto. I thought it was Pluto, but it's Bluto. Um, and he's like the big guy with the beard that was always fighting with Popeye over olive oil. And when Rich Piana had that beard, he looked looked like a lot like him. He was like so big and muscular up top, and he had this big beard. And he's always being really aggressive and talking trash and all that. Um, uh, so yeah, that pretty much covers it. Um, yeah, they're really good, really entertaining, and I recommend his videos. It's kind of it is a shame that he died, and then he couldn't put more videos because yeah, I ran through them and it was like it left me wanting more. But it's finite. There's a finite amount of videos he did, and they're pretty enjoyable. So that's that. That's the end of this video. I'm gonna do more in the future. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.